Oh my goodness, folks, it is that time of the night. It is time for the Bad Guy Maddox Twitch TV channel. If you guys don't know, well, now you know. I am Bad Guy Maddox, Twitch's #1 bad guy. Thursday night, I'm off from Thursday until Saturday. Gonna be chilling. What's up, Felix? If you got time to play some games tonight, hit me up, Brad. Hit me up, Brad. Negative, Iron Tiger, James Caliber, Junior Mata. What's going on, folks? How are you guys doing? What if Combat Evolved isn't alive? Then that just means that I'm not on Twitch TV that night. Well, you don't want Combat League to be dead. I have an exam tomorrow and have to drive out for a weekend with the BF, unfortunately. Well, fuck you too then, buddy. Goddamn, man. My friendship with you is more important than your boyfriend. Okay? I want you to remember that. No. I guess I'll just play League for the rest of the night. No big deal. I got a 4-day weekend. Didn't you just come back from like a 2-week snow day? You had a 2 weeks, you were snowed in for 2 weeks. Yes, okay, look, which is quite inconvenient after being off for 2 weeks, but hey, I respect it. God, anything for you not to play League, man. I've been locked in, dude. I've been playing on a new account and everything. I've been on it. I've been enjoying the game. The vibes have been good. Just keeping positive mental. Let me get this guy an invite here. Just okay. I played the other Riot games. I have only played Valorant a handful of times, probably less than 5 times. And I want to play 2XKO. I just don't really want to play a fighting game at the moment. This guy I work with, he's been trying to get me to get it. And here's the thing. I used to love fighting games when I had a lot of free time. Freaking Persona 4 Arena, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Neo Geo Battle Coliseum. That was my game though, man. I spent many an hour playing that game. I'm level 1k plus on Val. So on my League of Legends account, it's a new account, so I'm only like level 26. I have an account on League. I'm not smurfing or anything like that. I just feel like I have built up. There's just a lot of nonsense on an account, like just goofing off with a bunch of friends, trolling, like playing at like 3 a.m. when I'm drunk as hell. I want a clean slate. So I'm playing on a clean account. I'm actually friending and grouping up with people. Soul Calibur, I played Soul Calibur. What Soul Calibur had Darth Vader and Yoda in it, and Starkiller from Star Wars? Was that Soul Calibur 3 or 4? That's the one I played. I wanted to play Soul Calibur 2 on Dreamcast because I wanted to play as Link. I thought that was so cool. I think GameCube had Link. PlayStation 2 had Heihachi from Tekken, and Xbox had Spawn. And I wanted to play that one, but there was only one game there were only 2 games I played on GameCube: Smash Brothers Melee and Phantasy Star Online. I had no time, and Mario Kart Double Dash. I guess I gotta say 3. I didn't really have time to play any other GameCube game. There's nothing I can do about it. I also get time to prepare for a thing I have Tuesday, so no complaints from me. Man, you're having a really awesome second half of the year for school, dude. I mean, it's like you were pretty much out of school for half a month. A bunch of weekends coming up, man. Just what's going on in Ozark? I can't wait for the amazing show to start again. Well, I'm glad you're in here, man. Glad to have you in here. I played Pokemon Coliseum and Sonic Heroes. My cousin had Sonic Heroes. And I think I played when I would go over there, and I thought that game was cool. But no, I never had it myself. Now, Phantasy Star Online, I thought I knew that game back from the back of my head. I thought I knew that game like nobody else. And then I met a guy in high school, and he told me to bring it over to his place. And he was showing me how to like clone, like duplicate items and get like max level items as like a level 1 character. I just remember thinking like, holy shit, he just like these weird little walk up to this character, talk to them 2 times, go over here, do this, and the game just like freaks out. It's like insane. I would have never ever guessed that. And then I have spring break in a month. where I'm going on a trip to Fort Knox with my school. What are you guys doing in Fort Knox? Maybe it's just the calm before my 5 AP exams are gonna kill me. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Oh, Iron Tiger said R.I.P. homie. R.I.P. homie. So let's talk about Last Combat League, right? Really interesting ending. We got it. What was it that Barry Barnes says? Man, I love factions. We had Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, Barry Barnes, Ilja Dragunov, and Seth Rollins, all on the same page. They took out Satanta. They took out Dominic Mysterio. Anna Adams, Barry Barnes' girlfriend, took out Liv Morgan, took out MJF, took out Adam Cole, beat the hell out of the Combat League Men's World Champion Phoenix. So we're going to hear more about that grouping and figure out what, I mean, I guess, I don't know what I guess we know what their goal is. We heard Barry Barnes basically condemn Combat League President Bret Hart, but we're going to find out more about this faction tonight, I suppose. Junior Mata, Ilja Dragunov, man, how can you live with yourself aligning yourself with guys like Seth Rollins and Barry Barnes? Oh, I know you were in ROTC. My best friend in high school, he fucked with ROTC big time. Your real world champ is here. Speaking of Seth Rollins, he's in the chat. What's going on, Seth? Might I add that you are a pain in my ass. What's going on, Katana? Does anyone have any Valentine's Day plans? Anyone doing anything for Valentine's Day with their significant others? Nacho Mac and I, she pretty much is busy all day Saturday. My sister's birthday is Saturday, so she wants to do brunch. So I'm going to do brunch with her. Nacho Mac and I will be celebrating Valentine's Day Friday, and I think it's just going to be like a simple dinner, and then come home and binge watch the second season of The Pit and catch up into the latest episode. I'll be single, so I'd be vibing. Hello, it's my payday. Nothing wrong with a little payday. I'm going to hang out with my girlfriend. Junior Mata, I saw your status on Discord. I was like, oh, Junior Mata got himself a little honey. Okay, I see you, Mata. I see you. Don't act like you don't be talking shit. I am what we... Come on, you're not a loser, dude. No such things. If you're doing what you enjoy doing, you're not a loser, man. Fuck that shit. Hi everyone, Marvel Rivals has ruined my day. What happened in Marvel Rivals? By the way, James, I do apologize. I like to give everyone a little bit of time to get in the stream before we get this shit going. But then once we get going, we don't stop, baby. This is just kind of like a little pregame lobby. We talk shit to each other, have a little fun in here. It's just vibes. I gotta make sure my shit's set though. I did say, if you guys didn't see on Discord, I am taking Zelina Vega out of the 8-woman battle royal. Nova, I will make sure I take care of you at a later date. We're gonna put Roxanne Perez in this motherfucker instead. We're gonna make sure we get our new guy. We have, by the way, James is the newest player in Combat League, and we just want to make sure that he gets some love here too, man. We'll make sure everyone gets... I'm trying to do better about making sure someone's character gets... At least one of your characters get featured. If not every show, obviously not going to happen every show. Trying to get you on at least a 3-show rotation in some capacity. And if you're not in the match, I at least try to have angles and stuff planned for you as well, so... Damn, I bet all my money that Sernai was going to be the replacement. Sernai Berjig, not going to happen tonight, my friend. I got to get my Discord up because I do want to read a message. I want to read Lion Cup's promo because I actually kind of like some of the stuff he said to Dax Harwood. So we'll get that pulled up. I think that was in the interactive universe portion. Yes, it is. Sometimes I wonder, like, are these guys using AI to do these? Man, Platt's a good elo. And here's the thing, I don't know about Marvel Rivals since I've only played a few times, but like, if I can get Platt in League, I feel like, fuck, man, I've got it. Like, I've gotten there before, right? It took a grind. I do not consider myself good at League at all. There are so many, like, I mean, I played we won a game today, and the person on my team messaged me after and was like, dude, you were on your shit. And I was like, no, I made so many stupid mistakes. Like, I don't ward often enough. I literally blind walked into the enemy jungle and just started fighting their cants, knowing that there was a Tom Kench on the enemy team roaming in the Krugs, and they had a Morgana who was coming out of base. So I got absolutely shit on, and I couldn't be mad at anybody but myself because, like, I knew those two things were happening. It's just, there was just that part of my brain that wasn't like 2 + 2 = 4. I was on some 2 + 2 = 9 shit. I got my ribs. Well, are you sharing the ribs? Are you sharing the ribs? I'm gonna give it, I guess, 1 more minute and we can get this shit started tonight. You guys know what to do. Get it hype in chat. Oh, dude, by the way, I got kicked out of the 2K server. They kicked me out of the server for not going on a rant, but just kind of like voicing my skepticism about the battle passes and having to pay and all that shit. I didn't say anything negative like, oh, this is dog shit. I was just like, man, I just don't know if I trust 2K. I don't trust that 2K aren't gonna try to like price gouge me on this. So they kicked me out of the Discord, but they didn't ban me. It was the weirdest thing. Like, I got kicked out and I got notified that I have been kicked out of the Discord. And I was like, huh, only kicked out. So I figured, let me just try to rejoin and see what happens. And sure enough, I rejoined and it was no big deal. I was like, what the fuck? Why would they even kick me out? The official 2K server has a bunch of 2K marks in it. I got kicked for complaining about all the new shit uploaded to the CC. Why would they even kick you out for that? Like, and here's the thing, I'm willing to believe you because, like, I don't know, like, as far as like my online presence, I know some of you guys are in a couple of the Discord servers that I'm in, because I see that like we have mutual servers. So I know some of you are in the 2K server, but I know there are a couple of video games too that we're in. And you guys, I don't know if you've tracked me on there, but like, I don't talk very often. And when I do talk, I'm never aggressive. I'm never like instigating anything. I'm pretty much diplomatic and very nice. So I was just thrown off. Like, the message that I posted, it was something akin to like, man, it's hard for me to get excited about this new game because I don't know if I trust 2K enough to not, I feel like they're gonna try to rip me off. Like, if I knew a little bit more about how much the battle pass cost and how much it costs to do a skip on a battle pass, maybe I'd be a little less reserved about wanting to purchase the new game. But if it's anything like NBA, I feel like we're gonna be spending a lot of money, and I got kicked out for that. There's a 2K Discord server. It seems like a toxic place. I don't know, because I don't chat in it very often. I've been in some toxic Discords, and I got the fuck out of there. A lot of the Discords I'm in are just video games. Like, I'm in the Norma server because I want to do their operations and shit when they play. I'm in the Hell Let Loose server because, well, I like Hell Let Loose, and a lot of the pro players are there, and I like to learn from them. But folks, you know what I'm gonna ask you guys to do? If you guys could just do me a favor, can we please get it hype in chat? Can we turn it up in chat just a little bit? Can we get some excitement in here? So, Junior Model, this is kind of what I told Hayes about Tommaso Ciampa winning. I don't have a reaction, right? I think it's interesting, but I also think they're going to Australia this weekend. I imagine they're putting the title on Kyle Fletcher because they want him to go into Australia with the belt. That's just kind of my rationality. And I mean, you know what? It's not like Tommaso Ciampa can't win it back in a couple of weeks. Now, if we're a month or two in and Ciampa is just eating pins left and right on Dynamite, then maybe I'm cooked. Hang on, let me make sure. I'll be right back. I think someone's at the door. All right, folks. All right, let's turn it up. We got a Zero. He's hype. Junior Mata, of course. Folks, you know what? Let's get this show started, shall we? Let me get my shit pulled up here. Click this music off. So I'm going to switch to my big screen so I can read this. I actually kind of like reading on this screen more than I do my iPad. Combat League starts with Barry Barnes and Anna Adams. And they're in the Swank hotel room, little VIP couple suite. They're in matching bathrobes and Barnes stretched on the couch. And Anna Adams all cozied up, her hand and is rubbing on his chest. And she has the Twitch TV championship laying beside her. And Barnes has a big bottle of champagne in his hand. He says, "Not what you were expecting, was it?" After last stream, there are so many questions, but everyone is on our time now. What everyone needs to understand, we do things when we want, and there isn't a damn thing Bret Hart or anyone else in Combat League can do about it because we run things now. And Anna Adams, she speaks up and she says, "Besides, after that ass whooping we handed out, Barry and I decided it was finally time we celebrated me becoming the Twitch TV champion. And I couldn't think of a better way to spend Valentine's weekend than being snuggled up in this nice ass hotel with you, babe." And Barnes and Adams, they kiss, and my God, these two just make me sick, man. I hate them. And Adams then says, "But I'll be watching that Battle Royal tonight, and there is no way I'm letting any of you take this title from me." And Barnes gets back, he chimes back in, he says, "What all of you need to understand is we are ushering in a new era in Combat League. We've been busting our ass in this profession, but Bret Hart made up his mind on who his favorites were. Well, Bret, we beat the shit out of your favorites. And if you ever show up in Combat League again, we'll do the same to you. That ain't a threat, Bret. It's a promise." Hot tub, babe? And Anna nods, hot tub. And the two get up off the couch and head to the hot tub, and that's the end of that. We go to ringside, but welcome to Combat League, folks. We have a big show planned tonight. Main event, Twitch TV Championship on the line. And man, Barry Barnes with I don't know. I would normally say empty words, but after what happened at the last Combat Evolved, maybe we need to take his threat seriously. But let's talk about our first match of the night. Aysen Darkhan, the one half of the Combat League World Tag Team Champions, he makes his debut tonight, his singles debut tonight, and man, he's got an opponent ahead of him, and let's just go ahead and play the video. And we cut to FTR. This is a pre-taped segment with FTR, and Dax Harwood speaks. I'm just going to basically read what Lion Cup typed out. He goes, "Week after week, Cash and I sit back and watch these tag team champions walk around like they built the division with their bare hands, like they paid their dues in towns nobody can pronounce, like they bled for this business. And then there's you, Aysen. Kid, I've been watching you. I've been studying you, and no, it ain't because I respect you. It's because I'm trying to figure out how someone so green, so untested, somehow stumbled into gold that teams like us spent years chasing. You're half a champion, half a team, and in my estimation, you're the weak half. FTR ain't built on hype. We're built on calluses, torn muscles, and nights where the only thing waiting for us after the match was another match. We don't get handed opportunities. We fought for every inch of them. And when we finally grab championship gold, it means something. You, Aysen, you're still figuring out which camera to look at while holding those titles, and that makes you dangerous because rookies don't know when they're in over their head." but that also makes you fragile. See, Aysen, it ain't about out wrestling you tonight. It ain't about outmaneuvering you. I don't want to put some flashy highlight reel for the crowd to clip and post online. I want to drag you into the deep water, Aysen, and I want to watch your face when you realize you don't even know how to swim. I want to test every ounce of heart you think you have. I want to see if that championship weight feels heavier when your chest is caving in from a spine buster. I want to hear what excuses sound like when you're staring at the lights and realizing being champion and belonging as champion are two different conversations. You're standing across from a team that turned tag team wrestling into a science. Every hold, every strike, every second in that ring, it is calculated. You're standing across from the greatest tag team walking God's green earth, and Aysen, you're about to learn the hardest lesson in the sport. You can win a championship by accident, but you can't hold on to it. You're going to find that out. Top guys out. All right, let's go to ringside, and how about that Aysen Darkhan, Dax Harwood, our opening match of the night. Ethan, I see your message about what faction? I don't have a faction. I'm just a broadcast analyst, man. Don't mind me. I just do my job. I just do my job on the broadcast booth, man. I'm just here for the show. I'm just here for the show. They haven't earned a shot yet. What are they yapping about? Rollins hasn't earned a shot. He got a shot and lost. But yet here he is calling himself the real world champion. Former Mint, you are a hypocrite. And I think you know that. I think you know you're a hypocrite. And if you don't know that, let me tell you, Former Mint, you're a hypocrite. You know what? I'm glad I blocked you. What about my video package? There just wasn't anything there. You want to talk about, I'm not even going to lie. I'm not trying to, you want to talk about bro yapping? That was that Aysen Darkhan. Oh, I forgot to give them the revival entrance. What's up, Riot Spider? How can I play with you? So here's the thing. Ethan, all you have to do is join my Discord, right? And then these are the rules to oh shit. I don't have the rules. Let me get the rules pulled up real quick. Man, James Vanderbeek passed away yesterday. I'm still tripping over that. So that's the Discord. So join that, and then I gotta find Aysen Darkhan's theme song. I don't think I have it. Is it Ethan or Elton? Boy, you know I can't read. Hold on. Am I really saying Ethan and meaning Elton? It is Elton. Elton, I am so sorry, dude. Elton. My bad. I hope you forgive me. I don't have my Discord set up. I'm all discombobulated, baby. Yeah, that's like, no offense, Iron Tiger. I don't know. That didn't really do a whole lot for me. I thought, like, when I read Dax Harwood's, when I read Lion Cub's thing, I'm like, okay, there is motivation for this match. I did like that you said you saw FTR and Young Bucks as kind of what influenced you, but like, nah, man. We're gonna make you guys I'm so sorry, Elton. Welcome in, bro. And we're starting things off. The World Tag Team Champions, Hook and Aysen. Singles action for Aysen, making his singles in-ring debut. And what a debut he's going to have, because, damn, he's wrestling Dax the Axe Harwood. And if you guys know anything about me, Bad Guy Maddox, the FTR is my favorite team. Dax Harwood, one of my favorite personalities in the sport. I'm going to go ahead. Someone just put 3,000 pancakes down for Dax Harwood on courtesy of me. It's on me. I'll pay you back later. All right, we're going to go ahead and do predictions for our opening match of the night. Again, Twitch TV title on the line. Not Aysen Darkhan. Haku Sakamoto defending the Twitch TV championship against Aleister Black. Thank you for joining Combat League, Combat Evolved. I am Bad Guy Maddox, the baddest guy on Twitch TV. And with pinfall there to start things off from Dax Harwood and Aysen. And If you are just tuning in, Barry Barnes and Anna Adams not here tonight. They are in the Love Hotel. And they a very ominous warning from both Barnes and Anna Adams. Anna said she's going to be watching that Battle Royal tonight. And I was hoping, I mean, after what happened at the... Notice there was not even a big acknowledgement of what happened last night. What happened last stream. Not a strong acknowledgement at all. Just Barnes making a threat that there is a new era coming to Combat League. Wait, is what muted? Okay, cool. Dax Harwood, big kick to the lower back. He said 3K on Dax, but I better get that reimbursement. Man, I'll get you reimbursed with interest, brother. What is going on here? Come on, Dax. Dax the Axe gonna try to show him how to do the Fargo strut, I guess. Oh, it's doing that thing again where it won't let me move my cursor. There we go. Why does it do that? All right. Enough. Man, this guy... Bet NK right, Spider. What's going on, fam? How are you? And Dax Harwood knee, no, runs right into a kick from Aysen Darkhan. And you got to think, as far as experience and just in-ring savvy, Dax Harwood's got to have the advantage here. But Aysen surprised everyone. He and Hook, became a favorite in that tag team tournament, are now the first ever Combat League tag team champions. Splash from Aysen goes for pinfall. And only gets a 1 count. Dax Harwood pops right out. I could never bet my... What are you doing with your 91K? And Aysen rolling to the outside of the ring, and you can see Dax Harwood already looking to cut him off. And no, running right into Aysen Darkhan. Darkhan top coming, poison rod on the outside. Aysen showing a lot of fire there. And that's why Aysen's earned his audience. That's why Aysen has become a favorite in Combat League, and that's really a large part of why he's the one half of the Combat League World Tag Team Champions. And now on the outside, Dax just begging Aysen to come back in. Dax back in control and side slam. And look at the pinfall there. Leg hook from Dax Harwood. Aysen shoulder up at 1. And don't forget the Commonwealth Cup starts tonight. First round in the Commonwealth Cup to crown our first ever Commonwealth champion. What's up, Chris Ghost? First round match, Konosuke Takeshita. 1-on-1 with Andrade. Also taking place tonight, Chris Jericho makes his Combat League in-ring debut. Tornado DDT from Aysen Darkhan. And, of course, that 8-woman over-the-top Battle Royal to determine who will face Anna Adams for the Twitch TV title. Darkhan with the splash from the top rope. Chris, we hanging in. What up, Winner? How you living, bro? Welcome in. Aysen picking Dax Harwood up center of the ring, and Dax ducks a right hand, fires away with one of his own, and wait, Aysen elbows to the midsection. And an enziguri from Aysen Darkhan. And Hook on the outside, just making sure his boy is good, making sure Aysen stays in positive mental headspace, and you gotta like Aysen. He's got a good head on his shoulders, man. His Instagram always talking about his cat and how happy he is that this wrestling dream has paid off, and it's paid off big. He is the World Tag Team Champion. This is a custom wrestling company type thing. This is an EFED. Welcome in, Winner. We're glad to have you. Please join us. I'll go ahead and post. This is the Discord. You're more than welcome to join the Discord. And then if you want to join our interactive universe, this is the sheet to do that. Blonde-haired Maddox clears. Y'all missed the blonde hair. It ain't coming back. Not anytime soon. Aysen perched up top. Dax Harwood, I think, might be in trouble. Oh, what a cut! A stunner from the top rope! Might have it here. And Dax Harwood out of 2. Women's world champ is Toni Storm. And we're going to, apparently Toni Storm wanting to do an interview live via satellite. We're going to have her via satellite later tonight. Aysen Darkhan's got Harwood up. Back suplex right on the apron. Be careful. You are in FTR territory. Just join the Discord. So read that link, that spreadsheet that I just posted. That's going to have the rules. That's going to tell you who you can pick for your wrestlers. And then just DM me on your thoughts on who you want. I see that, but I am not changing that bet. You're locked in. Aysen going after the ribs. Have a 6 count here. Aysen restarting that pin. You just better hope whoever you bet on wins. Ilja is not competing tonight. He's in the Commonwealth Cup, but he is not competing tonight. No. As a matter of fact, you want me to spoil it? The main event for next stream, Ilja Dragunov versus Satanta in the Commonwealth Cup. You know what, man? All that matters is that you tried and you like them. If those are the wrestlers you want in this interactive universe, we'll bring them in. Just keep in mind I have PS5, so they need to be Series, Xbox Series or PS5 for me to use them. We all know Maddox is going to make FTR. They got to earn it, first off. I got to see some wins. Right now, Juice Robinson and Muerte, those boys won a really good tag match. So they're definitely in the title picture before anyone else. But FTR, man, look, if they can do the thing. Right now, a singles match against Aysen Darkhan. Dax Harwood wanted this match. It's been granted, and I think Aysen Darkhan giving Harwood a fight he did not expect. Big chop from Aysen. It was blocked. Another chop right across the chest. Knife edge chops from Dax. These two standing tall. Aysen telling Dax to hit him harder, and Dax does so. That right hand, man, that knocked Aysen silly, and he still bringing the fight. Oh my goodness, hockey punches, Takayama, Don Fry, moment frozen in time. What an opening match we have here, folks. Iron Tiger, man, I gotta say, Aysen Darkhan, I like this guy. This guy can go after it. And now Aysen, oh man, Aysen, top rope. Oh, what a forearm from the top. And a drop kick. Dax just a little slow to get to his feet, tries that clothesline. Aysen ducks and double stop from Aysen. Center of the ring, he might have it here. And Dax on it too. There's that 360 code breaker. Chris Jericho pops up. I invented that move. And Aysen Darkhan with a big upset, and Cash Wheeler cannot believe it. Wheeler getting in the ring, looking to go after Aysen, but he runs right into a overhead suplex from Hook. And Cash and Dax retreating out of the exiting the ring and retreating up the ramp, and the tag team champions stand tall. Way to go, Aysen. Big win from Aysen Darkhan to start tonight's show. Yeah, the match was fire. This match was fire. And tag champion standing tall in the ring. FTR retreating up the ramp. I think Dax Harwood might be a little embarrassed. Wait, is this? This is not his. This is Stern Eyes. Oh well. Oh well. Fuck it. We're rocking it. We're rocking with it. It works. What up, Lil Craig? Welcome in. And after that match is over, we go backstage. Oh, man, speaking of which, I just talked about him. Annika Hex is backstage with Chris Jericho, and take it away, Annika. And Annika says, Chris Jericho, later tonight, you make your Combat League in-ring debut. And Jericho cuts her off. Like, how excited are you, Annika? How excited are these people? I mean, how awesome is it that each and every one of these people get to see Chris Jericho wrestle for the first time ever in Combat League? These people are so lucky. And I sincerely hope all of my loyal fans have charged their phones and are ready for pics and videos. They're ready to put them on TikTok and Instagram because history is being made tonight when I get in that ring. Bret Hart has been texting me nonstop, and he has been begging for me to help him elevate Combat League, and I just couldn't deprive Combat League and its audience anymore. So I am here for in-ring action. And Annika, you hear that audience out there? You hear that noise? Every single man, woman, and child have paid their hard-earned money to see Chris Jericho. So Annika, you're welcome for the house. And wait a minute, something's going on at ringside, folks. And there is chaos at ringside, and we see a wave of security trying their damnedest to separate Adam Page and the Big Show, who are rocking each other with a series of punches. And Big Show's tossing security like they're bags of trash, and Adam Page bum rushes them, overwhelming Big Show with wild rights and lefts. And now security have wedged themselves in between Big Show and Adam Page. They got Adam Page pinned up against the ring apron, and they're trying to back the Big Show up the ramp, and Big Show just, no, we're not done, Adam. I'm gonna kill you, Adam, and I want to see you try, Show. And instead, what Adam does is Adam Page, he hops on the ring apron. He decks a security guard with the right hand, and he springs up to the ring apron, and he climbs the turnbuckle, and once on the top turnbuckle, he leaps off with a moonsault, and he takes out the Big Show and the security guards, and the crowd chanting cowboy shit. And crowd going nuts, and Page on his feet. He's taking it all in. He's amped, and he grabs Big Show, who's trying to get back to his feet, and he rolls Big Show into the ring, and he gets on the apron, setting up for a buckshot lariat. And when he's on the apron, a security guard grabs at Adam Page's ankle, trying to get him off the apron, get him back to the floor, and Page kicks him away. And it is this momentary lapse that changes things, because Adam Page waiting for Show to get to his feet, and when Show does, Adam flips over that top rope and charges at the Big Show with the buckshot lariat, but instead he runs right into that bear-like claw. That bear-like paw wraps around Adam Page's throat, and Big Show lifts him up high in the air and drops him straight in the center of the canvas with the showstopper. And security get in the ring, but the damage is already done. Big Show satisfied with the damage that he's caused. Oops. Adam Page out cold. And Big Show with a shit-eating grin on his face as security kneels to check on Adam Page, and Show exits the ring and heads backstage, man. Feel sorry for you, Adam. Folks, I mentioned that Twitch TV title main event tonight. Haku Sakamoto defending the YouTube championship. I got to get these titles right. Haku Sakamoto defending the YouTube championship against Aleister Black in a night's main event. And we do have an interview that was recorded earlier tonight from Haku Sakamoto. Let's take it away. And Haku Sakamoto, he's somewhere in the arena, as he's actually in the upper bowl of the arena. The arena's empty, of course, is before the show's live, and he's sitting in one of the seats, and he goes, you know what, Aleister? I finally feel seen thanks to you. And in another life, who knows? Maybe we could have been friends. But as you and I both know, friends only hold you back in this sport. But you're right about me, Aleister. Violence doesn't delight me. But it's not that I use violence as a means of survival. No, I look at violence as an art form. And I'm eagerly looking forward to expressing my artistic vision tonight. Now, Juice Robinson, I heard what you had to say, and I got a little word to the wise. My business with Jay White is done, and you should leave it in the past and focus on your World Tag Team Championship aspirations. I don't know you. You don't know me. So let's just keep it that way, Juice. Because fighting for Jay is only going to invite trouble. Make the right decision. Oh, oh, word of warning from Haku Sakamoto to Juice Robinson. And let's take it to ringside. Our next match about to get underway. It is an 8-woman over the top battle royal. And Satanta's going to be in trouble with a couple of ladies in this match, but you know what? We're not going to. That's neither here nor there. I didn't say that out loud. The world Gooner Heavyweight Champion, Satanta, his favorite match is up next. And Roxanne Perez. Big opportunity here, or big opportunity here for Roxanne Perez. Really big opportunity for everyone involved in this match. One of these women will go on to meet Anna Adams in ring action for the Twitch TV Championship. I can't lie, it's anticipated, but it's time. All right, good luck to James. And, you know, Roxanne calls herself the prodigy, and I think it's earned. Are we doing predictions on this one, boyos? Good win to Iron Tiger. Opening match was really good. Aysen Darkhan with a big win over Dax Harwood. That's an upset. I'm calling that an upset. We got Roxanne Perez. We have Lola Vice. We have Julia. Naomi also making her debut because we have another player who's just recently joined. And one of his picks was Naomi. So I want to go ahead and give her a spot. Give her a spot in this thing. Christy Ortiz. Tegan Knox. Oscar. I mean, this match is kind of stacked. I ain't gonna front. And Tatum Paxley. Damn. Barry Barnes, you know I'm going to ask, who are you wanting to wrestle? Who do you feel like Anna Adams matches up best with here? Prediction is live. Satanta, did you make some money? Naomi fired up. This is her debut in Combat League. Uso Mama Naomi. That's right, Kate Ballard. 5K. Okay, so you want some money. So in many ways, I did you a favor. Yeah, for some reason, it's only doing... That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me go to... Oh, is it all... Oh, you know what? Hang on. I don't think it's all the way plugged in. No, it is. Nothing's off the hook. I think I'm going to have to go to Elgato 4K capture utility again and fuck with it until it works. I notice it's only doing sound on one, and I don't know why it's doing that. It's still doing it. I don't know. Everything's plugged in, right? Is the cable frayed? Oh, God. Well, one issue is it's... Cable wasn't plugged in. That's why it was doing that. So it should be a little bit better now. Maybe. Let me know how it sounds. Sound good? Can we hear it? Everything good? Okay, cool. We're good. No one hears anything. How is it that one guy hears it? Uh, I can't hear game. I can't fix it then. I'm not going to worry about it. DS Gaming hears it. Hang on. Where'd my remote go? Oh no. No bueno. Jesus, dude. How did I lose that remote? Can I just switch over? Hang on, I'm gonna have to switch screens here. Everything's set correctly. It shows that there's audio. I see it kick. I see the audio kicking in. Chris Ortiz is a bad mamma jamma. It's turned up. Yeah, I have it at 100. I have it at 87. All right, well, no audio tonight, folks. I'm sorry. We're going to have to rock without it. Unless this fixes it. Output's maxed. Hang on, I'll be back though, because I got to figure out. There's the remote. Literally couldn't find it, and I look up and it's right there. How does that happen? The crazy thing is, on my screen, it shows the audio output. Switch over channels. No, no, like the mixer. Literally, I'm looking at the mixer right now, and on my computer and both on the OBS, the sound's outputting. So I'm just gonna. I'll have to troubleshoot it later. I'm not gonna sweat it tonight. Yeah, everything's set to controller. That's just in-game volume. And Asuka. Is this Asuka's debut in Combat League? I think it is. It's gotta be. And I don't know, that could be my favorite to win. How much to let Vince Russo run Combat League? Well, if I get paid, he can run it. Make money to let Vince Russo do whatever he wants. That's fine. I'm making money. Give me enough money that I don't have to work for a couple of years and I'm good. Everybody, the Gunnar World Champion. The Gunnar Heavyweight Champion, Satanta's favorite wrestler. Man, Bret's put on some great shows, first off. Don't be hating on Bret Hart just because Bret Hart sassed your ass and knocked you out. You don't hate us. You love us. Fire Bret. What did Bret do to you, seriously? What did Bret ever do to you, former Mint? That removes the sound completely. And then when I go to 4K, it's supposed to just cut the audio in. And that's how I usually do it, but it's not working this time. I don't know why. As a matter of fact, it's not even showing it's not even showing audio settings. Oh yeah, it is. I lied. Yeah, I don't know. It's literally showing that the audio's inputting and when I can hear it. I hear that Jim Cornette did not write that. Do you think Jim Cornette would write a joint show like that? You said a little bit more than that, though, to be fair, Spectrum. What the fuck is there a pinfall happening for? Is this not over the top rope? All right. Hang on, folks. I'm going to stop this stream because I need to figure out what the fuck is going on. Why is it doing this? I'll be back. I'm going to cut the stream off. I got to figure out what's going on with the audio, and I also got to make sure this shit's... All right. Okay. So, first off, fuck this game. Because you're telling me that a battle royal, the default battle royal in this game isn't over the top rope? What the fuck is that? That's crazy as fuck. So when you select battle royal in this game, make sure I'm understanding this correctly. Let me look at the battle royal. Okay, this is a battle royal. It literally says battle royal over the top rope. Why are they going for pinfalls? That's some weird shit. All right, do we have audio? Let's get this shit started again. God damn. I know y'all saw that match, and I don't give a fuck. We'll make it work. If you didn't see the match, I'm throwing the overlay up. I'm turning the entrance off on this. I'm so fucking pissed. Don't say anything, Blizz. Blizz saw it. Don't say shit. Someone saw it. Alright, we're getting this shit started. Now it's over the top rope elimination. Why it was 8-man the first time, I don't know. The settings act like I was crazy. If you saw it, don't say shit. If you didn't see it, there was nothing to see. Over the top rope, folks. Winner of this gets a match against Anna Adams for the Twitch TV title. And I don't remember what I saw Barry Barnes say. Barry, did you comment on who you thought was an interesting opponent? I mean, I think any one of these wrestlers will beat the shit out of Anna Adams. I'm just curious about which one you're hoping does it. If I had my pick, I'd hope Asuka kicks her fucking head off. I'm also okay with Chrissy Ortiz choking her out. I'm okay with Lola Vice beating the shit out of her. Tatum Pat. You know what? Whoever wins this, just please beat the shit. I mean the absolute dog shit, by the way, out of Anna Adams. And beat up Barry Barnes too while you're watching. All my shit's on Now we're good. My goodness, dude. Julia lost in the first match because of burying Allen. Wait. What? Are we talking about the Royale? I don't remember that. No, do not do that, Katana. Stop it. Just stop it. It ain't important, girl. Just let it be. Little toss there for Naomi. I don't know why Naomi's dancing and the Tegan Nox gonna make her pay for it. She's busting out of Hardy Boys. Looks like Tegan Nox is flying. I'm sorry, Tatum Paxley choked there. And there's so much. It was the overalls. Yes, it was the overalls. Okay, for those of you who saw what I think you saw, DM me and confirm. DM me on Twitch and tell me if I'm right. There was something that got. There was something I didn't want you guys to see. Well, it's not that I care. Okay, you saw it now. Shut up! Stop talking about it. Jerk. Let's go off the top rope. No eliminations yet in this match. Last woman standing earns herself a Twitch TV championship match. Germans, oh wow. Chris Ortiz just says, I'm gonna just throw somebody around. Well, I'm not running my mouth. How am I running my mouth? Roxanne's got Tegan Nox center of the ring. Damn, just powerbomb her ass like it was nobody's business, unfortunately. I think Chris Ortiz looking to get rid of Asuka. Asuka, the first one eliminated. Wow! I did not see that coming. Chris Ortiz, big elimination. Well, we know it won't be Asuka challenging Anna Adams. And I was going to say it might not be Lola Vice, but Tatum Paxley running into a overhead toss from Julia. Wait a minute. Naomi might be in trouble. Never mind. It's Tegan Nox and Lola Vice going at it. Tatum Paxley might be. Oh, this is not good for Tatum Paxley. Roxanne Perez. Oh, and there goes Tatum Paxley.
Tatum Paxley has been eliminated.
Wow, 2 women already eliminated. We're down to 6. Ortiz looking for another elimination. Roxanne Perez out of there. Roxanne Perez eliminated. Chris Ortiz, 2 eliminations from this battle royal. Julia just, I mean, rocking Tegan Nox. Iron Tiger. What did Lola Vice do to you? Oscar out of there. Dude, Julia's bleeding. DDT from Nox to Chris Ortiz. Wow, well, there goes Lola Vice. Tegan Nox eliminating Lola Vice. We're down to 4, folks. Aysen and Hook got beef and they're the damn tag team champions. Can you imagine that? How does that make how does that make sense? Someone help me out. We got some Naomi fans in here. Drop kick from Naomi to Julia. Ortiz taking Tegan Nox off of her feet. Julia might be gone. No, it was a counter. Naomi tried to remove her from this match. We're down to 4. Wow, Oz, you got Naomi? Oh, wow, nice. And I think you might have just jinxed her, bro. Tegan Nox, Shiniest Wizard coming up. Rocking Chris Ortiz with it. Oh shit, Chrissy might be gone. Chrissy eliminated courtesy of Tegan Nox. We're down to Julia and Tegan. Man, I hope Tegan wins this. And oh, big snowplow from Julia. It is just Julia and Tegan knocks it. Julia, wow! The beautiful madness! It is going to be Julia and Anna Adams. 2 weeks. So 2 streams from tonight. 2 streams. That's Combat League episode, I don't know, 16. Combat League, Combat Evolved episode 16. Anna Adams defending the Twitch TV championship against Julia. And I think that match is going to be fire. What a good match from everyone. If you were in this match and didn't win, I'm sorry, but you know what? I try to make sure everyone got a good match. Everyone got to do their thing, and congrats to Julia. Julia played by, I think Julia is played by Zayn. Lil Zayn. That's cool, good for him. The Satanters run Combat League. That's right, he doesn't know about the Satanters. They don't know shit about the Satanters. They think they do, but they don't. Good win for Julia, man. Julia celebrating her win in the ring. And after that match is over, we cut backstage, and this is for my boy DS Gaming because I did him dirty. We cut backstage where Annika Hex Annika Hex is with Cody Saturn. She says, Cody, I just want to welcome you to Combat League. You had a huge upset against the Big Show on the last stream, and you've impressed Combat League so much that they have decided to award you a YouTube championship match at the next Combat Evolve show. And Adam Page and Cody Saturn, man, he's got a big grin. He's pumped. And Adam Page comes walking into the interview. He's holding his neck from that choke slam. And Cody Saturn, Page, man, I saw what happened, man. Are you good? And Page says, man, don't worry about me. I've walked away from worse beatings than that. You, my friend, have a big opportunity next stream. You shocked the world when you beat the Big Show, but the work only gets harder from here. You gotta be laser focused. And Cody Saturn, he nods. He's taking what Adam Page says seriously, and Adam Page continues, your eyes better be glued to a monitor tonight, and you better watch every move Black and Sakamoto make. Take notes and be ready to raise a little hell next stream, because next stream is your moment. Shock the world again, kid. And Cody Saturn again nods. He's pumped and he's ready for this match, and he leaves ready. He's taking everything Adam Page said. He leaves ready to jot those notes down. And Adam Page looks at Annika Hex, looks at the camera, and he goes, now as for you, Big Show, you got me tonight, but I spoke to the front office. You and I finally meet in that ring next stream. And we cut back to the ringside. You cut to my beautiful face. And folks, we talked about Unified, the Combat League Women's World Championship and the Journey World Valkyrie Championship, or Valkyrie World Championship, however you want to call it, whichever you want to call it, will be unified. No different than the tag titles, no different than the men's and the World Heavyweight Championship have. And before we get there, though, we do have Toni Storm live via satellite. And Toni, I just want to start by bringing up So Ruka, and Toni holds up her hand. She's perched in her director's chair, obviously black and white, and Luther's standing next to her. He's got the neck brace around his lap, or around his neck, and Toni Storm has the Combat League Women's World Championship placed in her lap. She holds up her hand and she goes, do not bring up that beach bimbo So Ruka again. I don't want to talk about So Ruka. I'm here to talk about my blockbuster match with Beth Phoenix at Unified. Well, Toni, I understand that, but I have to say so. You're being rude, Maddox. There's a World Championship unification match happening live on pay-per-view, and all you want to talk about is So Ruka. Do you have a crush, Maddox? Are you smitten with So Ruka, Maddox? And I could tell you, it's not that, Beth. It's not that at all. The whole point of this interview is that Combat League has made official in 2 weeks' time The match that should have happened at Capital Combat, Toni Storm, you're going to be defending your Combat League Women's World Championship against Soruka. And Toni Storm just pops out of the director's chair and it goes fling and she goes, are you kidding me? That idiot Bret Hart is giving that silver bitch a shot at my title. This is absurd. This is an outrage. I will not have this. All right, we got to cut away from this interview, folks. We got to take it back to ringside. We have Chris Jericho coming up. Let's get it back to ringside. And the entire time Toni is ranting and she's yelling and she's just trashing stuff and Luther is trying to calm her down. It's not working in 2 streams. We got 2 title matches happening at Combat Evolve 16. We have Anna Adams defending the Twitch TV title against Julia. And we have our main event, Toni Storm defending the Combat League Women's World Championship against Soruka. Soruka earned this match. Chris Jericho in action live tonight. He's saying you're in my presence, and what should have been a great moment, what should have been awesome to have Jericho back in Combat League is this attitude, this way he carries himself. It is just, I don't like it. And I think Will Ospreay hit the nail on the head. Jericho he's just trying to leap from Combat League. He's got a big ego. I don't like Jericho. I should be excited for this, but I don't know that pyro, how obnoxious. And we don't even know who he's wrestling tonight. But wait a minute, I'm actually looking at this cue card. If this is right, if this is Jericho's opponent, I don't think Jericho knows what's in store. Oh, that is not a mistake at all! And Jericho's jaw drops. Oh, the Femi is here in Combat League! And Jericho cannot believe it. He walks up to the referee. No, this is a mistake. No, this is a mistake. This is my opponent. No, bring out the Cody Saturn kid. Bring out the Cody Saturn kid. Bring the kid out. No, Jericho, you got all the Femi tonight. Making his Combat League debut, and look at this crowd! Just arena on their feet! And Jericho's still talking about this is a mistake. This isn't my opponent. Supposed to be a local kid. And referee just not paying attention. Oh boy. If I'm Jericho, I might be asking for a change of pants right about now. But thankfully I'm not Jericho. Let's get this match going over. Femi Chris Jericho one-on-one. Good luck, Jericho. Have fun. Oh, and look at that. Femi just moves out of the way of that clothesline. Jericho tries getting a jump start. Now the two lock up and... Oh, wow. Jericho getting Oba against those ropes. Referee having to break it up. And Fibby with the right hand. Right, another right hand from Fibby. And you're not going to be able to outsmart Fibby, Jericho. Dominant champion in NXT. Dominant his entire tenure there. And I think looking to continue that domination in Combat League, but Jericho kick to the spine. Springboard. Lion Salt misses. Jericho trying to end this as early as possible, but I don't think it's going to work. Fibby with a shoulder tackle. Look how he just turned Jericho inside out. And look at Jericho trying a wrist lock, but Oba Fibby reversing it and dropping Jericho to a knee. Wait, Jericho with the counter. Jericho finally counters out. I do think this is where Jericho is probably going to exceed. Nope, I take it back because Oba Fibby's showing that he can lock it up with Jericho, and Jericho, look at the power from Oba. Slamming Jericho to the canvas. Jericho back up. Wow, clothesline. Able to take this is that splash. Jericho paying for that one. It's like anytime Jericho thinks he gets even the slightest bit of offense, Oba is all over him. And Jericho up and big power, running power slam from Oba Fibby. And now a splash from Oba. And Oba goes for the pinfall. How about that Jericho debut and he loses? And I gotta agree, this is a big mistake. And oh goodness, Oba's got Jericho up and just dropped Jericho right on that canvas. If you're Chris Jericho, and I take it back, now Jericho back in control. As I say, if you are Jericho, and look at that moonsault, man, Jericho still got it. And only a 1 count, Jericho looking at the ref, that was 3. Jericho, come on, man. And look at Jericho just asking what's gonna stop this man from getting up. He can't believe Fibby's still trying to get to his feet, but Irish whip from Jericho. And leapfrog, wow, impressive. And Oba just grabs Jericho, gut wrench suplex. Goodness. What's my chance? And Oba stomping on the back of the head. And this might be an early night for Jericho. Thank you for coming. Oh, man, Bob! Goodness! Jericho gets his hand on the rope. I don't know about that, Jericho. I would have just got pinned. And Jericho, drop kick from Jericho, and another one. And look at Oba. Oba just getting right back up, and Jericho trying everything he can, crossbody. Just always join the Bad Guy Club. As the newest member of the club, you receive a pair of sunglasses, a switchblade, and a leather jacket. So thank you for joining the Baddest Club on Twitch TV. And as always, remember to stay bad. Oh my God! Because being bad is fun. Jericho might have stolen it here. And Oba out at 2. Look at Oba just kicking Jericho away. Man, how about that Oba Fibby in Combat League? The future of Combat League is strong. And now Oba has Jericho on those ropes, and my goodness, back suplex. Jericho is taking an ass whipping this match, man. This is perfect because this fits the story that I was kind of wanting to tell. Although if Jericho won, I'd still have that. What's good, Justo? Welcome in. We're glad to have you, big brother. Or little brother. Axe handle smash. No, Jericho gets the right hand to the midsection. Jericho's still alive, man. And it's, and beautiful. Now Jericho tries going for another pin. Jericho can hit, and of course, Oba kicks out. Lion Salt this time. Jericho gets all of it. And look at Oba still trying to get up. Well, you have Seth Rollins and Bayley. So you have your 2 picks. Jericho off the turnbuckle drop kick. Basement level drop kick. But it doesn't even phase Oba. Oh, instead, choke slamming! Jericho! Goodness! Woo! And Jericho just barely gets the shoulder up. I don't think Jericho thought this was how his debut was going to go. I don't think this is what he thought was waiting for him. Fall from grace! That boy is bad. That boy is bad. So, folks, this is how this match actually ends. It's pretty much the same thing. Oba is beating the hell out of Jericho. Jericho's trying to ask for timeouts. He's trying to do anything he can to catch a breath, and Oba is all over it. When Jericho thinks he gets an offense in, I mean, Oba's right back up. This guy is going to be a threat in Combat League. I mean, don't let this one match. I know some of you are pumped like, oh, Jericho got his ass kicked, but he's going to come for one of you guys next. And what's going to happen when he does the same thing to you? Oba Femi here in Combat League dominates Jericho. So what Jericho does is during this match, he can't handle this ass whooping anymore. So he leaves the ring. And he's trying to get himself intentionally counted out. He's just not getting back in there. He'll take the count out loss. It's not a pinfall. No big deal. No harm, no foul. He's retreating up the ramp. And then... Will Ospreay comes out on stage, and Jericho sees Will Ospreay, and Ospreay heated after what Jericho did after Ospreay's match with Myron Reed, and Jericho backs down the ramp. Come on, Ospreay, we're good. We're good, Ospreay. And Oba Femi in the ring, he just grabs Jericho by the hair, and Jericho, help! And Oba pulls Jericho back into the ring where he drops Jericho with another fall from grace. And Oba Femi picks up a massive win, gets the 3 count. No escape from that ass whooping tonight, Jericho. I am sorry. Ospreay, big smile on his face. Oba Femi, big win. And Jericho got embarrassed tonight. I think it all worked out in the end. And I want to talk about, well, I talked about it on Discord. I want to talk about it again because we got some new viewers here, right? We got some new people, and I want to make sure everyone knows what's going on in Combat League. First off, if you're not in the Discord, do yourself a favor and join the Discord. Let's get there first. I got to figure out how to... Your boy don't know how to use his internet anymore. He don't know how to stream. He ain't familiar with that. If you're not in the Discord... This is our Discord. I would really like it if you guys joined that Discord. So I mentioned in Discord that we got a really stacked men's division. I mean, holy shit. We just brought in Oba Femi. We have Konosuke Takeshita. We have Andrade. We have Eddie Guerrero. Not to mention, I mean, Ilja Dragunov, Satanta. We got all of these, like, just a really stacked singles division. And a lot of you guys are actually watching the stream, too. Like, a lot of the newer faces, they're here. I mean, Zero has been every stream so far. DS Gaming, he's been a lot of the streams. And I just want to say, like, straight up, James Caliber, Godfather Blizz, Iron Tiger, Former Mint, Grizzly, everybody. Katana, you already know. I'm grateful for you guys. I mean, you guys rocked with me. I stopped streaming for about 4 months because work got really busy, got crazy. You guys are still rocking. Lion Cub, you guys are always checking on me, making sure I'm good. You guys are here in the Twitch. You guys are doing your thing. Thank you guys for supporting the Bad Guy Matic stream. Thank you guys for supporting Combat League. It means a lot. I love it. I'm having fun doing this. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. Hope you guys have made some like good friends here. Hope you guys. I really like. Look, he is not on fire. He told me about a year ago. He was taking a break from the internet. He was getting off Twitch. He was getting off Discord. And, you know, he sent me a message. I don't have the message because he deleted his account. But one thing he said to me was, and it meant, I could tell he meant it, and it meant the world to me. He told me that he will never forget Combat League. He's like, no matter what happens in life, no matter what I'm doing, I will never forget your streams, and I will never forget Combat League. And I think it's just like knowing that I left that kind of impact on a person makes me feel good. And I hope you guys like, and that's kind of how I feel, because like when I was a kid, there was an online wrestling promotion that used SmackDown, Shut Your Mouth, and SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain, and it was called Dear God Wrestling. And I talk about it on Discord. And it was an interactive universe like this. Instead, they would take clips of the game and they would do like a storyboard. And you would read it like you're reading a comic. You'd look at the image, you'd read the captions, and they would play out a whole match. They'd play out backstage segments. And they uploaded every Thursday. And I legit would, every Thursday, as soon as I got home from school, I would go to their website and read the latest episode. And I still talk about that company to this day. Like, it was, to me, I look more forward to watching Dear God Wrestling than I did Raw or SmackDown, right? And I hope that down the road, you guys look at this and you're like, fuck, man, Combat League was really cool. I don't want you guys to think it was the greatest thing ever. I just want you guys, if at any point in your life you're like, man, I remember this guy, Bad Guy Maddox, he used to get on Twitch, and he used to fucking do this wrestling thing called Combat League, and it was a lot of fun. If that happens, if I make that kind of impact for you, I feel like my job's been accomplished. I bring all that up to say, I want to get back on focus here. I bring all of that up to say that we're at a point where the men's world championship and the YouTube championship, I don't think those two titles are enough to supplement this roster, right? And look, I'm going to be real. When I started Combat League, when I started the Combat League Revival, I had no plans to do any other singles titles, because I thought one of the things I didn't like about Combat League, I'll be real, the first Combat League, I didn't like the Forged in Combat title. I thought I just kind of threw it in there. I didn't like that it was there. But I really do feel like I have to have a third title, because there's just like, I looked at this, and here's the thing, this tournament was really based off of Konosuke Takeshita and Andrade, because I looked at the card, and I just kept saying like, damn, dude, I'm doing Takeshita and Andrade, and it's just a filler match, and I feel like I would really like this to be something else. So then I looked at the roster, like, well, shit, man, we should maybe go ahead and do a third title. Let's just go ahead and break my commitment, and let's do a third title. So we're introducing our third singles championship to Combat League. It is the Combat League Commonwealth Championship. And I talked about it on Discord. Again, if you're new, the way the Combat League Commonwealth Championship is going to work is I want this to be different from the Men's World Championship and the YouTube Championship. This belt, if you guys are familiar with Ring of Honor, I want you to think of it as like a Ring of Honor pure title. If you're familiar with, if you ever watch NXT UK or even NXT in general, think of the Heritage Championship, the Heritage Trophy. And also, I got to shout out AEW. You got to use the Continental Championship. So this is going to be kind of like a marriage of all the things that I like about those titles. So we're going to talk about Commonwealth Championship matches. They're going to be contested under Commonwealth rules. And Commonwealth rules are as followed. All Commonwealth title matches will be contested solely as single matches. There are no four-mans. There are no triple threats. There are no battle royals. There are no ladder matches. They are singles. They are singles, pinfall, submission, right? All Commonwealth title matches will be contested in a best-of-3 format. So it's going to be 2 out of 3 falls. Every title match will be 2 out of 3 falls, just like the old Combat League Heritage title. No managers or seconds will be present at ringside. I love that rule for the AEW Continental title. I think that's a cool stipulation. Matches are only going to have a 5-second count out. And I haven't really decided. I'm not really firm on this rule, because depending on how the AI acts, we might have to give ourselves some grace here, because I think we're giving the AI a little too much if we really think... Let me get this guy banned, because his message is still there. I don't know if he got banned. If we really think they're not going to fight outside the ring for longer than 5 seconds, right? So we might change that. And final rule: title can change hands on count out or DQ. So if there is a count out, like one guy gets counted, the champion gets counted out, he loses the title. If for some reason I write in a storyline where he uses a weapon or cheats, title gets lost. If there's a disqualification, someone interferes, the title does change hands. This is a in-ring work focused title. And I want to talk about our next thing. This is going to be the first of what I'm really anticipating to be a regular tournament in Combat League, the Commonwealth Cup. This is not just going to be a tournament to crown this title. We are going to have this tournament yearly, and by yearly I mean fictional years. Like, remember, every 52 episodes of Combat Evolved means a year, so you're going to see the Commonwealth Cup come back up. It is going to be a tournament. The first tournament obviously is going to crown the first ever Commonwealth champion. For the first tournament, we're going to have 8 wrestlers, and I picked 8 wrestlers who I think will provide intriguing matchups. All of the tournament matches besides the final will be contested under standard single rules. The finals will be contested under Commonwealth rules. And I want to talk about the future. So the next tournament, the next Commonwealth Cup we do, I'm either going to do 8 men again, or I'm going to expand it to 16 men, just depending on where we're at. The champion is in the tournament. The champion has to defend their title in every match they're in the tournament. So every match the champion is in is going to be under Commonwealth rules. So he's going to be at a disadvantage in the tournament, basically. If he gets beat in the tournament and gets eliminated, the Commonwealth title is relinquished, and the winner of the tournament becomes the next Commonwealth champion. Now, one thing I'm going to do for future Commonwealth Cup winners, you win a Commonwealth Cup match, or if you win the Commonwealth Cup tournament, you get a title eliminator against the world champion. You beat the world champion, you get a world title match. So that's what's at stake if you win Commonwealth Cup 2. Commonwealth Cup 1, what's at stake is becoming the Commonwealth champion. So let's talk about our 8 competitors in the Commonwealth Cup. We've got Andrade. We got Konosuke Takeshita. That match is taking place tonight. We have the Journey World Junior Heavyweight Champion Satanta. We have Smoke Morgan, who just won that ambulance match. We got the Giant Tyson Cruz. We got the Mad Dragon Ilja Dragunov. We got Hot Fire Myron Reed. And we have making their Combat League debut. You guys remember this boy. He was the longest reigning Combat League world champion in the original Combat League. Eddie Guerrero is back. Our boy Wild Harpy has picked Eddie Guerrero again. Eddie Guerrero is making his debut in this version of Combat League. He is our 8th competitor in the Commonwealth Cup. I originally had Cody Saturn in the cup, but I promised Wild Harpy I'd give him a spot. I overlooked it, so I compensated Cody Saturn by giving him a YouTube title match on the next stream. So let's get back to ringside, because our next match is coming up next, and that is Konosuke Takeshita, Andrade, Commonwealth Cup, baby, first round. We don't want Eddie back. Speak for yourself. I want Eddie back. Not gonna lie, bad guy. This is a great idea. I'm glad you like the Commonwealth, man. I appreciate you. And our first match in the Commonwealth Cup, going live. And Andrade making his Combat League debut.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring.
This is the first match.
Toronto, Mexico. Weighing in at
Big win for Julia. Let's get some predictions on this. Eddie held the world title. He did not hold that world title last year. The Commonwealth Cup's in sitting for a superstar who has yet to debut. Obviously, future Cups, as he hasn't arrived as yet, but he'll be right. Yes. So, yeah, and that's the idea. Future Cups, and I'm literally, for every one of these tournaments, instead of looking at rankings, I am going to pick wrestlers based off like, man, this is a good matchup. It needs to be a fun matchup for the Commonwealth Cup. And that's kind of how I did it for this. I just picked 8 wrestlers that I thought would be a great fit. This match is going to be fire, though.
And his opponent from Osaka, Japan, weighing in
Two big debuts happening tonight. Combat League again, the future professional wrestling is right here, folks. Takeshita and Andrade making their Combat League debuts. Maddox, help! I've been at work since 4 a.m. Oh hell yeah, this match would cook in real life. What do you do for work here? Are you still at GameStop? Just fought, and you know what? Tony Storm solos you to Combat Evolve 16. And remember, I think I'm gonna stick to the 1 week off, 1 week on. So next week, I'm not streaming. Week after, I'm streaming. You're a barista. God damn, 4 a.m. to 4 a.m. to 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. How'd that happen, bub? Wait a minute, what did you report? And why did they fire you for reporting something? That sounds shady as hell. Andrade, Konosuke Takeshita, Commonwealth Cup, round 1 about to get underway. And remember, this is still standard 1 fall to a finish. Waist lock applied, and there's that snapmare. This is why these two were chosen for the Commonwealth Cup. Nice counter from Takeshita. Look how he uses the hips to give himself more leverage on that headlock. And just wrenching it in, and Andrade trying to figure out a way to break the grip, and finally does so, and has a hammerlock applied. Both men back to their feet, and Andrade cranking that hammer, never mind. Now a counter from Takeshita. And he's got that arm. No problem, Junior Mata. Reporter asked me some advantage for the guys I managed. I didn't like that. Takeshita just putting some weight down on that shoulder. And another hammerlock from Takeshita this time. And you can look at Andrade. Andrade pacing himself, trying to take deep breaths, snap there, counter from Andrade. And now Andrade headlock applied. Hell yeah, dude, sounds good. Went to welcome back. I'm sorry I had to dip off the screen to get this shit to work. I'm glad it's working now. I'm glad you're back. And you can see the Commonwealth Championship on the displayed at ringside. Actually, I don't know. I haven't decided the title yet. I want to be a brown strap though. I don't know why I'm so decided on that. Or like a red strap. I don't know. Konosuke tripping up the ankles. I heard from Konosuke, and wow, powerbombing Andrade! Man, and the height, the elevation. Andrade went flying there, and a splash in the middle from Takeshita. Takeshita might advance to the next round. No, Andrade out of 2. 1, and the winner of this match, they'll go on to face the winner, Ilja Dragunov. Sit out powerbomb from Takeshita. And an inverted suplex. Right hand, Takeshita takes the back. German suplexes Andrade. And so far after that, from that powerbomb on, this match has been all Takeshita, but no, an elbow from Andrade. Changes things in his favor, but no, I spoke too soon because Takeshita grabs him again. Another German suplex. And a third German suplex. And I was going to say, remind you guys that Konosuke Takeshita did write his dissertation on the suplex, but it's a Pele kick from Andrade. Andrade just ricocheting off that rope. And catching Takeshita right on the temple, tries to go for a sleeper hold, but Takeshita breaks out of it in a 4th German suplex. We don't want Eddie back. This dude is silly. Oh, okay, let's redo it. Let's redo the prediction, but I better see big pancakes. Takeshita's just fucking ragdolling Andrade, dude. Another suplex. This is the real suplex city. Poor Andrade. Andrade out at 2. Whoa, what a lariat from Takeshita! Andrade tried getting up, and it was a lariat followed by a powerbomb knee combo. Takeshita making a statement. And now Andrade 2 count. I don't know, man. It's not looking good for Andrade here. And he ran. Oh, wow, Andrade lures Takeshita with that elbow. Wait a minute, Andrade. Andrade's got Takeshita on the shoulders. Oh, turns him inside out. And now, just like that, Andrade back in control. Wait a minute, no, Takeshita elbow counter. Wait, Andrade Irish whipping. Takeshita to the ropes. Oh, there's that spinning back elbow. Yes, just caught. Takeshita clean. And that hammerlock DDT. To down. Spike it, Takeshita. Does Andrade advance to the next round 2? 3, no, Takeshita at 2. What a match. And now just crank it on the neck does Andrade. Takeshita's, I think, bloodied up. And then Andrade, cartwheel, another parlay kick! The crowd chanting! This is Combat League, folks! The crowd chanting, this is awesome. No kidding, Oz. The referee slapped the shit out of Takeshita. I don't like the referee pinning. Another lariat from Takeshita! God! He puts a sting on that one! Andrade having to run to the ropes! Using the, trying just barely getting back to his feet. Now Takeshita right hand. I don't know what he's got planned here. No, back suplex! Back suplex on the apron! Little give on the apron, but Andrade somehow back to his feet! Wait a minute, dragging the screw from Takeshita, counter on the outside. And this is, Blaze got it right, this is only match 1 and the Commonwealth Cup. Oh, and Andrade bounces off that post. I mean, his head bounced off that post like a bowling ball, but Andrade with a counter, sending Takeshita to the post. And Takeshita get counted out here, get eliminated from the Commonwealth Cup. Takeshita just taking his time, strategizing, rethinking his plan, knowing Andrade waiting for him, and Takeshita back in. Andrade on the attack as soon as he gets in there, and wait a minute, Takeshita elbows to the midsection, doubling Andrade over. And he's got Andrade up. And just drops Andrade over that top rope. But Andrade trying to get back to his feet. Takeshita welcomes an Irish whip with a turnbuckle. No way to the ropes. Another powerbomb. Up a powerbomb. Wait, counter from Andrade blocks the pin. With Andrade on the shoulders. Wait, Takeshita and Darkhan DDT counter. Reversal after reversal after reversal from both men. And now Takeshita takes the back. Oh, counter! That's what we're talking about, those counters. Takeshita in that turnbuckle, Andrade. I don't know if this is what this is not the move, but Andrade doesn't care. Lariat from Andrade! Goodness! Carwell. Oh, this is the Halen kick that time, but Andrade. Oh, spinning big elbow! What another counter! Takeshita got at him, but that counter from Andrade might have just advanced him to the next round. What a match! Andrade moves on to the next round of the Commonwealth Cup. What a counter! That finish was dope. That finish was so dope. That was awesome. Well, now we know the first winner of the Commonwealth Cup is Andrade, and the next match in the Commonwealth Cup will determine Andrade's opponent, because next stream it is going to be Ilja Dragunov going one-on-one with Satanta. Can we see that finish though? I'm gonna leave. I wanted to see that finish because holy shit. That's what you guys was getting the shit stopped out of him. He misses the Pele and then boop, rolls out of the way, comes right back with the spinning rolling elbow. God, that was great.
Here is your winner, Andrade.
That was great. And the camera cuts outside to the parking lot, and Ilja Dragunov is seen somberly staring at the arena. And then he looks at the camera and he says, "You know, I could just as easily walk into that arena and hurt any man in that locker room just like I did last stream. And there isn't anyone in that building who could stop me. Bret Hart, you didn't heed my warning. And now 6 of your best are licking their wounds in a hospital. And what do you know? Just like that, I'm in a championship tournament. Bret, you thought we were powerless. You thought you could mistreat us, but we are done being your pawns. We are taking what belongs to us, and there isn't a damn thing you can do about it. Now, Satanta, I understand that you are in the Commonwealth Cup, and I understand that you are my opponent in that cup. And personally, I'm glad for that, because after the stunt you tried pulling last stream on Seth Rollins, I have made it my personal mission to permanently end your pro wrestling career. Bret, look around you. This is the revolution. This is the new era of combat." And Ilja Dragunov walks away. Man, we heard from Barry Barnes at the beginning of the show. Now we hear from Ilja. This group, I don't know. There is something very tactical about what they're doing. I don't know. They are scary. They're scary. I didn't even know Ilja Dragunov was in the vicinity of the building. The fact that he's just out there, I'm disturbed. But you know what? I don't want to talk about Ilja Dragunov. I don't want to talk about Barry Barnes. I want to talk about the newest addition to the Combat League Tag Team division. Yeah, I rule against the FTP. And they highlight real heirs of Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. We see a bunch of different things that they've done. We see highlights of what they've done in WWE and other promotions. And then Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins show up after the video package, and Montez Ford says, "Combat League, we want the smoke." And the video package ends with text reading, "The Street Profits have signed to Combat League." And how about that? The Street Profits here in Combat League. Hell yes, the tag team division just getting more and more stacked. But let's take it to ringside, folks. It is our main event of the evening. It's going to be a quick night. I think this one just went right at like 2 hours, maybe short of 2 hours. It is main event time. And for the main event, I want gigantic pancakes. That's Sean Harris. Have Sean Harris. Sean Harris, you're the Combat League graphics maker. Officially the Combat League graphics maker. Nautilus, what's up? We're back, baby. Is 100 pancakes a lot? If you only have 100 pancakes, it's a lot. If you got more, hell no, it's not. Predictions up, folks. Don't be on that bitch assness, okay? And you already know. Don't even say, what do you mean? Don't be on that bitch assness. This is a title match. If title matches in Combat League, I gotta see big stacks. You got a 47K, I better see 47K. Or at least 40K. You don't have to do all 47K. I'm not gonna have you being mad. You don't have to be, that's crazy. That's not bitch assness, that's insanity. There's a difference between bitch assness and insanity. You don't wanna be bitch assness, all right? No bitch assness. But you don't want to be insane. Give me 1 second, folks. Got a phone call. So Katana, she gets the excuse because she has a world championship match coming up. And I imagine, or at least I hope, she's using some of that for her title match. But if not, then I'm going to shit on her too. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm equal opportunity on this motherfucker. It is
The following contest
YouTube Championship matchup time, folks.
Action Championship.
And Winter, I'll check your message after the stream's over, my brother. This is going to be dope. This is going to be fire. YouTube Championship main event tonight. It is. I like this new song a lot. Why does he walk like this in this game? He looks so weird walking. It looks like he has to take a shit, like he's tucking it in his ass. Dominic Mysterio is truly a good man. Bad news, Boda, just in time for your match, my brother. Good luck, everybody. Come on, we love Iron Tiger. We love Bad News Boda. Can we wish these guys luck? Can we show some love to these two? I think this is going to be an awesome match. Iron Tiger, man, you got 2 titles in Combat League. That's awesome. This might be Boda. Boda, will this be your first championship if you win? Have you won a title? Well, Pretty Deadly won the tag belts. So they won the Journey tag belts. Konosuke Takeshita and freaking Andrade fucked. But you know what? I think this match is going to be great. You guys forget the kind of striker that Haku Sakamoto is. You guys forget the kind of striker Sakamoto is. And he strikes so well, his jacket strikes through the belt. I gotta get gold so I can win a championship that's not Lost Media. I know, man. Sean Harris, the Journey Junior World Junior Heavyweight Champion. This is gonna be good. I think this is gonna be good. Who all did you win a title with in Combat League? I don't remember you having titles very often. I know you had the Journey tag belts. Oh, that's right. Roman Reigns was dominating. Hell yeah. Multi-time Georgian Combat Champion and Twitch TV Champion. That's fucking bad. Good call, Boda. I'm pretty sure it is. No, Batista didn't have one, I don't believe. He had a match for the MJF Promotions title when he challenged Dolph Ziggler, and I think Beth won a title and brought it over to... Beth had some kind of... She had the NXT belt. I remember when that was just one on top. There were a million different things that happened. And then when that happened too, I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm taking it away. I was just burned out, and I realized at work the other day, because I thought about it. I was just thinking about Combat League. It was like some downtime at work, so I was just in my head. I felt like I got to a point with Combat League where I felt like every episode had to be bigger and better than the last episode. So like I was constantly trying to think of like surprises and different things to do, and I just kind of like realized, well, man, just write a fucking show. It does. I mean, as long as it's not dog shit, tell a couple of stories, put some cool matches on. And if there are a couple of slower episodes that maybe don't have really critical storyline points, that's fine, as long as you're working toward those points. And I just got out of that mindset when I was doing Combat League. I got into that mindset of like, I have to do something big every single episode. And I just burned myself out. I burned myself on the writing. I also changed how I wrote these Combat Leagues. I used to write full promos and full interviews. Now I write bullet points and just ad-lib. And if I mess up or botch something, I don't give a fuck. It's a stream. We're having fun. This isn't. This is not an actual wrestling company. So it's just that constant reminder of like, dude, just have fun. Stop overthinking this. Right hand. But yeah, once he won that Battle Royal, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take a break. Big strikes from Sakamoto, and just finding their mark on Aleister Black. What are these predictions looking like, folks? Aleister with a counter. It looked like Sakamoto trying to go for a power bomb. Oh goodness! No! This can't be all the pancakes. No! I said no bitch asses. 4.7K in predictions is bitch asses. I need to see a 10K start. I need to see a 10K start. Predictions are back up. Pinfall from Aleister, leg hook. Haku out at 1. And we saw what Haku did at Genesis, stomping on Jay White. He sandwiched Jay White's head between two chairs and stomped on them. Jay White out of commission. Juice Robinson said he is going to strike Haku when he least expects it. Haku telling Juice, don't put it in the past. Leave it behind you. We don't know each other. Let's blank slate this. And Haku also catching the attention of Aleister Black. These two finding each other intriguing. And they talked about creating violence tonight, and we're seeing that violence. Aleister Black already bleeding, and now Sakamoto climbing to the top. Irish whip to Sakamoto, and Black comes back with the clothesline. I'm going to say Sakamoto ducked it, but Black found his mark anyway, but a kick from Sakamoto turns things back into his favor, and Sakamoto pulls out the hair to get that choke in. July 4th, 2022, and I think not bad news, Boda. I think Blizz joined on was it July 4th, 2023 that he joined? I feel like it was. And for those of you celebrating this weekend, happy Valentine's Day, but there is no love in this match. Sakamoto jumping kick, taking Aleister off his feet. I know you see my message, Maddox. I need it. What do you need? What is it you need? I can't see it. Jesus. I don't see what you're saying. Some of us are broke, Maddox, and someone said that they were giving back pancakes for betting on Dax, but never did. I didn't say I was giving back pancakes for that. What's his name said he bet too much on that match, and I said, oh, I'm sorry. All bets are locked in. Oh, I said I'd pay you back in. Well, I don't have a way to pay you back in pancakes. Just no. You have 3,000 pancakes. I'm crediting you 3,000 pancakes. It's on my tab. I see it. It's in my ledger. Running knee from Aleister Black. Almost had Haku Sakamoto. A little kick to the midsection. A lot of martial arts strikes between these two, and oh, I don't know about this. I don't know who has the advantage in a striking exchange between Sakamoto and Aleister Black, but I guess we're gonna find out. Both men open palm strikes, just hitting each other with surgical precision. But Black blocks that one, comes back with one of his own. Sakamoto staggering, but comes back with an overhand chop. Aleister firing with one of his own. And oh, Sakamoto blocks. And Aleister sweeps him. Man, that sweep just changed the game. Oh no. Haku not sure where he's at, and he's a Black Mass. And do we have a new champion? And Sakamoto shoulder up. Man, Sakamoto's tough. He is tough. Now Black. Moonsault gets all of it. Another pinfall. And Sakamoto once again kicks out. Jumping knee, man. And another pinfall. And again, Sakamoto digging deep. And with those ropes. Black Mass again! And we have a new Twitch TV champion! Just like that! Man. Impact Haku Sakamoto sucks day. And Sakamoto, man, he looked good in some instances. Well, we know next stream we're getting Aleister Black and Cody Saturn. And you gotta get, Sakamoto, man, kicked out so many times when I didn't think he would. But this one here, this is when I thought the match was over. That's when I thought the match was over. And he got the shoulder up. And Aleister wasn't done there. Look at the moonsault middle rope. Goes for another pinfall. And just running into another Black Mass. And he couldn't get up from that one. And now
Here is your winner, and
we have a new YouTube champion.
Aleister Black.
Good win, good win. And the match is over. And Aleister Black walks up the ramp with the title heading to the backstage. And Haku Sakamoto struggling to get to his feet. And guess who is waiting for him in the turnbuckle? It's none other than Juice Robinson. And once Sakamoto's on his feet, Robinson charges at him, taking him down with the right hand, and then he just leaps on top of him, hitting him with rights and lefts, and Sakamoto trying to cover up, but he's still dazed, and Juice Robinson just going crazy on Sakamoto. And referees come running out, and they get Juice Robinson off Sakamoto. Sakamoto exiting the ring and heading up the ramp, and Robinson just charging at the ropes. Sakamoto able to escape, and just Sakamoto, come on, get your ass back in here. And Sakamoto just he's just staggering up the ramp, not sure where he's at, and Robinson exits the ring and charges up the ramp and attacks him again, and this referee's chasing after them. They just appear to the back with Robinson all over him, and the camera cuts to Seth Rollins, and Rollins sitting. He sits down in front of the camera and he says, last week was not about the vision. There wasn't a wise man misguiding me. I did what I should have done from the very start, and I took matters into my own hands. And as you can see, everything is going according to plan. And the video cuts off and a graphic comes up. And this graphic is a tweet from Bret Hart. And this tweet reads, in light of my absence, I've had time to reflect on my role as president of Combat League. It's with a heavy heart that I have to announce that I am temporarily taking time off and stepping down from my duties. I want to thank Combat League for the opportunity. To all my fans, thank you for your support. What? Bret Hart's what? He quit? Are you kidding? And Combat League goes off the air, folks. That is it for tonight's episode. So we have a new champion in Aleister Black. Congratulations goes out to Bad News Boda. Good win. Good win for Bad News Boda. Yeah, you missed the show. Show just ended. We have a new champion. Obafemi making his debut and beating the dog piss out of Aleister Black. We have Julia, the new number one contender for the Twitch TV Championship. She's going to be facing Anna Adams. And of course, we've learned that Toni Storm will be defending her Combat League Women's World Championship against Sol Ruka in 2 weeks. Now let's talk about our next stream, because I know I got the graphic maker in here. If you want to make some graphics, I got you. I got 4 matches. We're going to have 5 matches on the show, but right now I got 4 pinned down. So we're going to do 2 Commonwealth Cup matches on next week's stream. We're going to open with Myron Reed versus Tyson Cruz. And we're going to close with Satanta versus Ilja Dragunov. The other 2 matches on that show so far: Cody Saturn challenging Aleister Black for the YouTube Championship. And our co-main event, oh my God, Obafemi beat the dog shit out of Chris Jericho and Aleister Black, sorry. Our co-main event of the night. So our main event is Satanta versus Ilja Dragunov. That is a Commonwealth Cup match. Our co-main event is Adam Page versus The Big Show. That's going to be a match. Our 5th match is going to be a women's match. I just need to really shape some things out, see what match makes sense. I might even either that or do Street Profits and tag match. We'll see. Nautilus, if you are still in this interactive universe, DM me your picks, because I can try to get you on the next show depending on who you pick. Folks, big show for next stream. I'm really thinking next stream is going to happen the week after next, but I will let you know in a couple of days, because I'm also really debating on just streaming Wednesday. But if I could write the show this weekend, yeah, I could probably stream Wednesday night. That I'm not sure yet. I might want to take next week off. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to post the card for now, and then I will let you guys know an official date in like 2 or 3 days. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to those 2 Commonwealth Cup matches. I'm looking forward to Adam Page and Big Show. I'd like to see Cody Saturn. What if Cody Saturn wins the YouTube Championship? Women are going to wrestle. We're going to have a women's match on there. I just don't know who yet. I gotta see how it shapes out. I gotta see who Nautilus picks, because that might influence what I do. But folks, thank you for watching the Bad Guy Maddox Twitch TV stream. I am Bad Guy Maddox, the baddest guy on Twitch TV. You guys are the Bad Guy Club, the baddest club on Twitch TV. For those of you who have watched your first Combat League show, please let me know your thoughts. DM me what you thought about the show. DM me if you want a part of it. For those of you who have been fucking with me, thank you for fucking with me. We're going to do it again here in a few days, maybe a week later. I'm not sure. As always, remember to stay bad, because being bad is fun. You guys have a great night.